The 10th of July was a significant day. It was the first time since the pandemic that my family's dance school could finally host a show again. Before that,
You must stay at home.
the dance school would have its annual show. They'd take over a venue in Sunderland where they could invite all their dancers, all different ages and doing all different styles, to perform up on stage. How do I know this? I might have been on stage a few times myself, but that's a story for another video. Now you know the context, back to the day.
Cause it don't feel right when it's late at night and it's just me and my dreams, so I want.
Right then. Let's fucking have it. Wrong door. Dick. The plan was to arrive at location to see what I was working with. Let's see what we're working with. See? Wasn't lying. I'd brought 4 cameras to be used on the day. The plan was to capture the action from all different angles. So the 4 cameras were positioned above the entrance, alongside the entrance, to the right hand side of the stage, and to the left hand side of the stage, where I'd be sat. Unfortunately, technical issues meant that I was left with just 2 cameras, so the remaining 2 would be above the entrance and to the right hand side of the stage. Main camera middle.
I got a good zoom on it, is it?
That's I'm hoping, yeah. Feeling that I've got me Sony and me Canon as a backup. Some video camera up there, DSLR, done. I'm not too sure about having something down here just because obviously people walking in and out of shot. Thoughts?
I think you've got a tripod for the other cameras though, if they're going to be standing at the side.
Yeah.
So having one, I know it's pretty close. You could have one there, couldn't you?
I'm gonna have a GoPro.
They're not going to be there on that
I'm gonna have a GoPro on a desk.
Right, okay, I said nothing. Right.
With the camera positions confirmed, it was just time to set up. Normal shoots would just be a case of mounting the camera on a tripod and that would be it, and just press record. But for this one, what we wanted to do was we wanted to attach cables to each of the cameras, and that way we can control it from one central hub. Cheers, bud. Thank you. Oh, just round your arm and it'll be fine. Right, we're good. Do you want to chuck or do you want to catch? Fucking hell, Indiana Jones, Jesus, what was that? Right, okay. All of the cables coming out of the cameras will be going into this, the Blackmagic A10 Mini Pro. What this let us do is let us put up to 4 different camera feeds into the computer, and we could select each one. So all 4 cameras went in via HDMI, and then we were able to put them up on the screens, so the person at the desk will be able to choose 1, 2, 3 or 4, and that would mean the camera 1, 2, 3 or 4 will be on the screens. And here's a picture of a little keyboard all lit up. Look cool, isn't it? The problem with a big venue is it's so far I'm walking it. Where are you? It's like a bloody peep show, this. Camera 1 failed, so fuck's really. Ugh. Yeah, so that one works. That one doesn't. It's all that EMI interference. I'm just gonna work it out. Oh fuck. You're not sorry. Thank you. despite having a face like a slapped arse, I was actually quite enjoying it. The A10 Mini Pro made my life 10 times easier. Flicking between the cameras when I needed and when it suited the shot, it made my life so much easier, honestly. Although one thing that wasn't easy was communicating with my dad to try and get a specific shot. So that's me texting my dad on the balcony saying, zoom in. It's high tech with me, always. Joking aside, it was really enjoyable being behind the camera and being in a sort of more director role. It was honestly fantastic and I loved every minute of it. Although I've had mixed feelings about other people doing my job for us, but you know, it's the modern day. What can you do, man? I was a little bit annoyed at this because the idea was for me to sell the recording to, you know, make a bit of money back that I invested into this project. But yeah, as it turned out, that wasn't going to be possible.
My files were saving. Someone turned off the power, cancelling the save. The file was corrupt. So now we're checking if we can recover it. Because some person turned off all the power without checking that my computer was plugged into it, and currently saving an hour-long second half of a show.
Fuck me. We'd managed to save some of the recordings that had corrupted, but the problem is that some of the corrupted files now had no audio. So whilst I have some visuals, there's no audio, which is a bit difficult for things like, you know, the tap dances. As frustrating as the setback was, it was lovely to have my family around us to help us, you know, comfort us in the time of need, because my god did I need it. And whilst I hate to be this kind of guy, but the experience was needed, so, you know, it was a good experience to have, for future anyway. And just adds to my confidence that I could do it again if I needed to, provided somebody didn't turn the power off.